This is important. You know, I use these lights. You can find these lights online, and very inexpensive. The seat lets down. Okay, this seat will pop loose and fold all the way up out of the way. So if you wanted to stand and kayak fish, you could. And then it pops right back in place. Very quick, very simple. You know, I just kind of need two hands to do this, but I'm gonna just use the one hand and kind of show. This pops right back in place and then slides right back down. Over here where it says seat, if you were going to be using the rudder, where it says seat, you would just raise the seat up, pull this card, and lets the seat all the way back down past this point here to where it's sitting up at. And if you want to sit back up, you just raise it and it pops right back in place. Real simple, real easy. And this is your safety tab so that the seat doesn't flip over on you. Has a real trusty clip right here. All of that's bungee, easy to be replaced if it ever wears out. Okay, and this is a camera that I started out with over here. Okay, and I did this myself with just foam that floats like your regular pool noodle foam that they use. I have my lights here. Okay, flash. Those are my back running lights to have white, and then those are the green and red up front. Okay, and this is the old Kodak that I used before I got the GoPro. Very trusty camera. You can get these for about $100 something. And here is what is called a tripod. I have it on a hat. It's a real small camera tripod, and it has everything that you see minus the camera. Okay, the camera comes with a float. It's a Kodak, but I just took and drilled holes, and they got holes already in the tripod, and it's got Velcro too to go around it. I'll go ahead and remove that Velcro. Notice this video is going to be real sketchy. This is my first time doing it on my own. I'm trying to get the name of this camera for you. It's called Ultrapod. I want you guys to know that. I don't have anything that I try to hide from my listeners. I want everybody to know what I use and be able to use these things for themselves. The Velcro sticks back there. The camera I made with a piece of wood. All right, it was an extension. There was a screw in the bottom of there. And there was an extension that I used to go up higher, but I found out I didn't want to be any higher. I wanted to get the footage straight out in front of me. And I just slid the wood through the noodle, took regular duct tape, but Gorilla duct tape, wrapped it around there, and that's my camera. Okay? Of course, the GoPro is on there now, but that's the camera. You have another hatch here. I took the box out of, was another tackle or storage box, because I just choose to keep it closed all the time. But you have access to go in here and do any kind of electronics and stuff like that if you want to. But for me, in my hobby, I wanted to keep it plain and simple. I didn't want to be, you know, dealing with having the batteries and this and that. You know, this one hadn't been opened in a while, so of course it's a little stiff. But this is a 2016 Hobie PA. It has the heavy duty wheels on it, you know, and this is another deal here. You don't have to buy this whole setup. You can actually just buy these trolleys, but I'd rather get them from Hobie. And this is an anchor trolley system to where if you want to position your kayak the way you want to, you put your anchor rope here. And if you want your kayak to face in that direction, okay, you just pull this trolley system all the way to the back by hand while you're sitting right there in the seat. Okay, and you're anchored there. If you want your anchor in the front, you just pull it like so, and it brings it all the way to the front. Okay, real nice setup, a must-have. Okay, this is another neat thing about the Hobie. This is your rudder. All right, it has two cleats in here that just bite. Okay, that rudder is pulled up because you want to make sure you always pull your rudder up. It's tucked up into place. There, you want to pull that up when you're getting ready to breach land or come in, but you just simply release it from the cleat and pull it over and let it go, and your rudder pops down. Super cool, man. One of the neatest things about the Hobie, all right, is that pop-up rudder system and the Mirage drive. Of course, the neatest is the Mirage drive. Then with the rudder popped down, you have your steering, right or left. Okay, just super smooth, no friction at all. Put all these things back in place here. And of course your rudder system pops right in. It's quick release. You pop these tabs down there, you pop them forward, and when you do, you just pull straight up on the rudder and it pops right out. When you pop them back forward, back in place, when you drop the right rotor in, these two places right here grab and your rotor system grabs right in. I mean, a very smooth. I'm going to try to turn this camera around and let you see how smooth this rudder system works on here. Just super smooth. Super smooth, effortless. All these compartments are stainless steel. You don't have to worry about rusting. Of course, salt water is super strong. I don't care what you got, it's going to try to cause some rust. Okay, but what I recommend is always just dropping oil. You know, I don't care if it's WD-40, which is not the best oil in the world, but what I did was I took regular coconut oil, something that's biodegradable, mixed with water, and then when I come in, I just spray my whole kayak with it. Regular coconut oil, okay? You can eat it, you could use it on your skin, you could, you know, it's not like sun protection that, you know, cancer causing and all this stuff. Sun causes cancer, but then they say the dadgum stuff, the cancer causing stuff, I mean, it's the skin's I'm sorry, the sun protecting behind stuff is not that good. Okay, I have a Lowrance Hook 3X, a simple fish finder. It shows me depth, it marks fish, it signals shallow or deep water, whichever you set it up for. Real simple. I've had it running for over a month or so now on several trips, running most of the day, and those 8 AA batteries last. Okay, your paddle, your Hobie paddle is a real nice Hobie paddle. I mean, I don't even use it, but when I have used it coming in, well, I do use it sometimes when I'm coming in, but I've got good with mine to where I very seldom even have to use it coming in. I try to launch my kayak at boat launches versus dragging it down a hill, off the bank, but sometimes you do. When I freshwater fish and Aniwak, I sometimes have to use the bank. I'm picking up some companies' logos and putting them on there. I love Castaway rods, but I just hadn't got back into them yet because pricing, oh man, they are super high right now. And I fish with a 8'6" rod. All my rods, I like them to be 8'6" or 8 foot. I just love it. That's the way I crappie fish. That's the way I fish with everything. But anyway, I just wanted to do a personal invite to all you guys and let y'all know that I plan on going out this Saturday if the weather permits. Okay, taking the Hobie out, and I'm inviting all the guys that want to kayak fish. Let's go out there. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. Okay, one more thing I want to go over here that I feel is a must-have out in saltwater fishing is a fish donut basket. Reason being, I've been out in Moses Lake, and I know that there was, I guess what you call a bull shark or whatever, hovering around this basket because he smelled a trout in there. That's when I used to fish Moses Lake with a top water and just slaughter the trout. All the trout on a big zero spook. Every fish was over 20 inches. Just catch as many as I want to. That was a couple of 3 years ago. It was just super good that year. And as you know, fishing does, it changes. I went over there this year. They're not in there like that. But anyway, what I'm getting at about this fish basket is I know you guys that wade fish know that, you know, wade fishing with a stringer, okay, it's a shark attracted. Okay, sharks will come and grab your stringer. Fish know from birth that a net means death. That means you die. So they avoid a net at all costs. Just this simple fish basket. And I incorporated the same thing fishing, you know, a swimming pool noodle, just to give it a little more buoyancy. But you drop your fish in this, it's fast. You pull them off your hook, drop them in the fish basket, keeps them live, and keeps you fishing. You're not trying to put them on a stringer, okay? And another secret I'm gonna give away, for me, best anchor I've tried and used so far, it's at Academy. It's this kayak anchor, very light. I mean, you know, when I mean light, I mean finger light, okay? Super light, but it digs in. When you drop this and you're out, I don't matter sideways or whatever, it's gonna dig in. It's gonna catch there, it's gonna dig into the ground. Okay, and what you do also is you put a loop knot here and you use a zip tie. Because what happens is if you ever get hung up and you jerk, 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 when you break this zip tie, then this line comes around and it pulls from here and dislodges versus digging in. So you increase your chances of getting your anchor back. All right? But that's just a quick little video on my Hobie Pro Angler 14 Hobie Cat. Worldwide, I think the best kayak made. I've seen guys put a whole bunch of things on these kayaks and add to them. I mean, I fish it just as it is. I have all my tackle, I got my rod and reels, I got my net over there. I'm good. Need nothing else. I mean, the thing is a dream. Like I said, 6 rods. It'll store 6 rods at a time. I don't think I missed anything. You know, I added that board on the side. You could add one on this side and just really decorate it with things that you